Many people, they misused, abused the system. And we have one of the whistleblower with us who has seen the fake asylum, Lmia fraud.
All these visitor visa arrivals who filed for fake asylum from India. Where are you staying? And he gave a business address, and that was approved. It is a UPS store. It is so shocking. His entire name, his first name and last name, was not even mentioned on his work permit. Not even the same name. So basically, you can literally change your entire name and your entire history. He said, I'm going to Edmonton to participate in the Khalistan referendum rally. You are Hindu. You are not. This doesn't make any sense.
His last name is Gupta. He's a Hindu. He's going to a Khalistan rally just to get a sympathy because he wants to apply for asylum. Who is responsible in this scenario? Do you believe that the immigration consultant in India, the immigration consultant here in Canada? Many people come to Canada for big dreams, but in last few years we have seen that many people, they misused, abused the system, abused our immigration system. And we have one of the whistleblower with us who has seen the fake asylum, Lmia fraud that is going on since long time. And there is not much concrete action by our governments on this issue. Many people raise this issue time to time, and they raise their voice against Lmia fraud, against the fake asylum issues. But there are clear guidelines by the government. If anyone applies for the fake asylum, they will be punished, they will be deported, and there will be higher consequences. But we have seen the international student, they applied for the asylum. We have seen the visitors when after landed here in Canada, they applied for the asylum or the refugee. We have seen many other cases also. So let's talk to the whistleblower who is based in Port St. John in BC. We welcome to the show.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi. So can you tell what story you want to bring in front of the public and the public domain? What are your concerns and what have you watched for the fake asylum, for the Lmia fraud? What happened in these years?
So last year, I tried to rent one of my bedrooms, and one person contacted me, and so I just asked him when he came to see the room. I just asked him, so are you an international student? What is up with you? And he was pretty much unafraid to say that I filed asylum over here. I was surprised. I was surprised at first. I was like, what is so are you from India? Yes, he is from India. And he's from Haryana, India. And I was surprised. Okay. And then I decided, okay, I want to, okay, I'll give him the room, right? Then he stayed with me for 3 months. So we had several conversations over 3 months. And he told me on different days, he used to reveal very less. But over the days, we became roommates and friends. And he kept telling me different kinds of stories, real stories about himself and others. And he told me that he came over here on a visitor visa. And his visitor visa is very interesting. So he contacted an immigration agent in Haryana, India, and that guy demanded 20 lakh rupees, which I think converts to $35,000 Canadian. And this guy didn't have that money, of course, and that same immigration consultant loaned him the money, 20 lakhs, at I think 35 to 40% interest rate, which is quite high, and he just has to pay the interest amounts each month. And I saw his work permit over here. It has an address, a business address in Montreal, which is a UPS store.
It's very shocking that the work permit which he had, it has a business address of a UPS store.
Yes.
Maybe that might be his employer. The UPS store might be his employer. That's why.
His sponsor, yes. His sponsor for the visitor visa.
Okay.
If someone is coming,
UPS store sponsored him for a visitor visa.
Yes, I'm assuming the owner of that UPS store. Yes. Uh, so when he landed, so he told me these immigration consultant network is so strong that all these visitor visa arrivals who filed for fake asylum from India, they used to come to Vancouver and Toronto airport first. But that loophole was closed and only Montreal was open last year, March 2024. Only Montreal was open. And so he came to Montreal airport and the CBS officer asked him, you are a visitor over here. I don't believe it. You don't look like one. And he said, okay, sure, I'm here to file asylum. So the CBSE officer gave him some forms. He took his passport and he basically also gave him a 2 year open work permit. 2 years open work permit, and he can basically settle anywhere and work anywhere in Canada. There are no restrictions on it. 2 year open work permit. And
Is that
of course
shocking? Is that a surprise or a shocking to you being a Canadian?
it is surprising if work permits are being sold out like cheap handouts. It is surprising, yes.
Mhm.
Um, uh, and of course, he made his way to Fort St. John, BC, which is a long way off from Montreal, right? Because he had some friends over here apparently, and he after landing over here, of course, he had these all kinds of money issues, money problems, because of course the loan shark back there is demanding for money now, and I just can't wonder if the such pressure from his family, and of course his family, entire family is there. Such pressure from his family will make him lead to all kinds of illegal activities over here because he needs to earn money, and we know how difficult it is to find even a basic job in Canada today, even a basic job, and of course that led to. And one day, one fine day, I think I asked him a question. So if you have filed asylum over here, that means you cannot go back to India ever, and you have your mother there, and I know you love your mother, right? So what's the story there? What will you do? Is your mother coming over here? Maybe later, like after 5, 10 years. He's like, maybe if that is allowed, maybe, but I have a very good loophole for that too. I'll book a flight to Nepal and I'll take a bus from Nepal to Haryana. Nobody will question me. I was like, this is shocking. And
Mhm. You want to say
yeah,
they
go
have
ahead.
all the loopholes, how to enter,
They know all the loopholes. They
how
know
to
all the
enter.
loopholes. They know
And don't
they
you think
know
that
all the
our
stories.
system allows it to happen? Because if he came on a visitor visa, how come he got a work permit? If he applied for a refugee without checking anything, his background, what kind of threat he has in his own home country, we just gave him an open work permit for 2 years. Is
It
quite a
is,
shocking,
yes, it is so shocking. His entire name, his first name and last name was not even mentioned on his work permit.
really.
So whatever you say from your mouth to the CBS officer that my name is this, it is recorded as that in Canada.
Mhm,
Not even the same name that is put on his passport.
mhm.
Not even the same name. So basically, you can literally change your entire name and your entire history.
So, what was the name on his work permit or his passport, and what name he was saying that he has?
His original name is Lipanshu Gupta,
Okay,
but on his work permit, it's just Lipanshu. It can be hundreds of thousands of Lipanshus
okay.
from
There was
India.
no second name into
Hmm.
that.
No, because I think he's trying to
That may be another
uh,
loophole.
yes, yes, he's trying to hide
Mhm.
maybe some police clearance or something from India.
Okay. Yes. So what happened after that? Like he just went away from
Yes,
your basement and
yes. He so yeah, he left after. But one fine day, he was getting. Like, he woke up early and he was getting ready. Uh, I asked him, "Where are you going, buddy?" And he said, "I'm going to Edmonton to participate in the Khalistan referendum rally." I was like, "I think Khalistan." you are Hindu. You are not. This doesn't make any sense. He told me that his lawyer told him to go there, get some pictures, make sure to get some pictures and videos that you are
His
there.
his last name is Gupta. He is a Hindu. He's going
Yes,
to a Khalistan rally
yes,
just to get a sympathy because he want to apply for asylum. So
yes.
misusing or
And
abusing the system again.
this was advised by his own immigration lawyer,
Mhm,
Montreal.
mhm,
And of course, and after this guy, there was another guy, his friend. He also, I think, he came after 40, I think 30 to 45 days later.
mhm.
Same case, same everything. But they both have the same lawyers as well. Uh, and same lawyer for the other guy, the story, he concocted another story for him, which is go and talk to a therapist. Of course, it will be on Canadian taxpayers' dime, uh, and get the most, act like you are in the worst position available, and get the most expensive or the most highest um, um, antidepressants, the most expensive antidepressants ever. And we'll put in a file saying that your own uncle is trying to kill you over a land dispute in India. And very interestingly, he told me that will be endorsed. If you cough up more money, it will be endorsed by a local MLA in India. This entire claim will be endorsed by a local MLA in India for extra money, of course.
Okay, so you are a good citizen, good resident of Canada, and you are an Indian also.
Yes,
Don't you believe that some of the Indians, because we Indians got a very backlash in the previous few years by few bad
yes,
apples, because you yourself
yes,
are Indian and you want to highlight this issue that why
yes.
to abuse the system. These bad apples should be deported. They should not misuse. They should not dodge our system. So being an Indian myself also, we are highlighting it that for few bad apples here in Canada, those who are misusing, abusing the system, we are trying to highlight, trying to help the CBSA, trying to help the law enforcement that these people should be deported and our law enforcement should take a strict course of action when they have these kind of reports. Did you report it to the law enforcement in your area?
I did. You raise a very good point, Nitin. Actually, I did. I met my local MLA very recently, and I spoke about all the cultural issues, including these topics,
Can
at
you okay?
length with him.
Would you like to name
Uh,
the MLA whom
oh
you?
yeah, yeah. My local MLA is Jordan Keeley. He's an independent,
Okay.
um, and basically he's concerned. Of course, he's concerned, and he brushed it off by saying a couple of words, which is globalism. He just told me this is how globalism works, and this is how lobby groups work. I told him there can be several lobby groups, but there is only one truth. He just told me that if this is what the lobby group wants, this is what the federal government is doing. I can't do anything about it.
That
And
is the statement of MLA.
yes,
Mhm.
um, among other things, yes. Um, so I met these two guys, of course, who had both had so while so I researched some into this. While filing for a visitor claim,
Mhm.
visitor visa to Canada, you have to tell CBSA or the IRCC that where are you going to stay in Canada
Yeah.
while you are touring Canada, while you are looking at the beautiful Niagara Falls in Canada. Where are you staying? And he gave a business address, and that was approved. It is a UPS store, and I can't even imagine wondering if that UPS store owner is getting some money out of it or not. Or does that UPS store owner even know that his business address is being used like this? And these guys told me there were hundreds of visitor visa fake asylum claims from India, people from New Delhi, people from Rajasthan, people from Gujarat, hundreds each day. They just slept at the airport. Nobody, there are so many people who don't even know where to go after getting that work permit from CBSA officer. They don't even know where to go.
So, what is the reason you are highlighting this issue? Do you have any pain on this?
Yes, I think I have been concerned over the past few years uh, how this maligns the entire Indian community as a whole, because uh, it is difficult for a lot of people because Canada is made up of a lot of different immigrant communities. So it is difficult for other people to understand how different Indians are. And um, I think I believe these loopholes are created in a particular way to gear towards uh, just to be abused, to be abused. These loopholes were created just to be abused. And yes, this leads me to another topic. I met a woman, a middle-aged woman, to, through these two guys. Um she was also on a visitor visa over here, but did not file asylum, of course. And she told me there are so many Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups in India where um, there are several men and women who get into contract marriages. So where the boy, mostly it's the boy who files, who pays the money for the visitor visa and all to later get, so that the girl later gets her LMIA. So basically, they are not married, but they're just married in court documents. And she's over here, married on a contract visa. She found an immigration consultant in Calgary. That immigration consultant has found an employer uh, who is a business owner of several hotels in Alberta and BC, a very big player. Uh, she, she already submitted $6,000 file an LMI for her. And while filing an LMI, they did a video interview in person with a camera setup and whole, that she is the best employee we can ever get a visit on a visitor visa. And uh, so she was set up there in the hotel where she might work later when the LMI is approved, which took a good 8 months, I think. And she was working on cash over there. And this was very interesting to see that she told me the owner of that hotel, of course, she asked this woman to gather evidence for, uh, on other workers who might not be doing a good job or a good job, photo and video evidence, so that I can fire them because I want to fill the hotel with LMIs. I guess it is very lucrative. And I asked this woman, so how much are you paying in total for the LMI? She told me it will, when everything is said and done, it will come out to be 35 to $38,000. I was like, this is not worth it. I told her this is not worth it. While on paycheck, it is being shown that she is being paid $35 to $36 an hour, but she is only paid minimum wage. Basically, she has to interact back the amount, or take the cash or something. Yes, this is a huge racket.
Okay, Mr. Gupta, about Mr. Gupta, you also shared some pictures where he's handling some firearms. What those
Yes.
pictures are from where?
So he started working at a restaurant nearby, and that business owner, he takes, so he hires men of the same age and from the same culture, weirdly, and he takes them on. He of course might have a legal firearms license, the owner, business owner, not them, and and they shoot over the river. They create a mess there. They don't clean up after themselves. They create a mess there. They shoot over the river, which the law enforcement recently told me that shooting over the river is definitely illegal. It
Uh,
should be done in.
okay,
Go ahead.
my last question to you is like, who is responsible in this scenario? Do you believe that the immigration consultant in India, the immigration consultant here in Canada, the person who gave him a job, the UPS store owner, and then our system, because our system is being misused, and our system allows, and there is a less enforcement. That's why these criminals or these culprits, they are going freely, moving around, and they know there won't be much consequences, even though government has laws in place. What do you think?
Uh, I think I think you have to be, as a person, like I'm talking about Lipanshu Gupta over here, as a person like him. You are a young fellow in India, and you have the entire life ahead of you. These immigration consultants in India, so-called immigration consultants in India, they just show a life, big cars, big houses, and you can achieve that too. But there is a shortcut now. You can be there for this shortcut, and you have to be absolutely vulnerable to fall for this. But at some point, people like Lipanshu, they also know that this is highly illegal. They know it, but they still do it. If there is a even a, like, say, a 25% chance that I will get in through these loopholes, I will still do it. That is the attitude that everyone carries,
Uh,
and it is a complete nexus of
we,
lawyers,
yes, we thank
immigration
you.
consultants.
We thank you very much because you came forward, and you tried to help the system, because we also covered many stories and relate to this. When 50 people
Yes,
landed on Toronto Pearson Airport, most of them
yes,
were visitors with fake documents, and still CBSA allowed them to apply for the refugee claim. And then from Canada, they moved to US by illegal route. And same thing happened on the Montreal airport also. We covered all those story time to time. And now, since you have pain concerns, you came forward, you also gave, and you saw this by your eyes, that these things are happening, LMIA fraud is happening, there is a abuse of our system, immigration system, and there is a fake asylum claims are happening. There should be a proper inquiry of last 8 9 years, why the students have applied, why not those were the fake asylum claims, and bring them to justice.
absolutely. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you very much. Thank you.